What if the hours you spend lying awake at night are doing more damage than you realize? Not just leaving you tired the next day, not just affecting your mood or your focus, but quietly, systematically damaging your brain. New research is revealing something that should change the way every American over 50 thinks about sleep. It's not just about feeling rested. It's about what happens inside your brain during those hours and what stops happening when you don't get enough. Today, we're going to walk you through exactly what sleep does for your brain after 50, what the science says happens when you consistently fall short, and what you can do to protect yourself. Because the stakes here are higher than most people realize. Let's start with something most people don't know. Your brain has its own cleaning system. It's called the glymphatic system, and it only operates at full capacity while you sleep. During the day, your brain is working constantly, processing information, regulating your body, managing emotions. That activity generates waste, metabolic byproducts, cellular debris, and, most importantly, a protein called amyloid beta. Amyloid beta is the same protein that accumulates in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease. During deep sleep, the glymphatic system activates. The spaces between brain cells expand. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through, flushing out accumulated waste, including amyloid beta, and clearing the brain for another day. When you don't get enough deep sleep, that clearance process gets cut short. Amyloid beta builds up. Night after night, the accumulation grows. Research published in leading medical journals has found that even one night of sleep deprivation causes a measurable increase in amyloid beta in the brain. Chronic poor sleep is associated with significantly higher accumulation over time. And that accumulation is one of the key factors researchers believe contributes to Alzheimer's disease. This is your brain's most critical maintenance window. And after 50, it becomes more important and more fragile. So why does sleep become more difficult after 50? Number one, sleep architecture changes. After 50, the amount of time spent in deep, slow-wave sleep, the stage when the glymphatic system is most active, decreases significantly. Research suggests that by the time most people reach their 60s, they may be getting 50 to 80% less deep sleep than they did in their 30s. Less deep sleep means less glymphatic clearance. The math is sobering. Number two, circadian rhythm shifts. The internal clock that governs sleep and wake timing changes after midlife. Many adults over 50 find themselves feeling sleepy earlier and waking earlier, sometimes hours before they want to. Combined with reduced sleep drive, even when time in bed stays the same, actual sleep quality declines. Number three, sleep disorders become more common. Insomnia affects an estimated 40 to 70% of older adults to some degree. Sleep apnea becomes significantly more prevalent after 50 and is frequently undiagnosed. Both conditions fragment sleep, suppress deep sleep stages, and accelerate the brain changes associated with cognitive decline. Number four, medications and health conditions. Many common medications taken by adults over 50 interfere with sleep architecture. Chronic pain, frequent nighttime urination, and anxiety further disrupt sleep continuity, creating a compounding set of factors that make truly restorative sleep harder to achieve. Now let's talk about what consistently poor sleep actually does to the brain. The most well-documented consequence is cognitive impairment. Studies following adults over decades have consistently found that people who report poor sleep quality in midlife have significantly higher rates of cognitive decline and dementia later in life. The association between chronic sleep deprivation and Alzheimer's disease is now considered one of the most robust findings in neuroscience research on aging. But the damage goes further. Poor sleep is strongly associated with elevated inflammatory markers, the same cytokines we discussed in our first video. Sleep is when the body performs its most significant anti-inflammatory work. Disrupt sleep, and you disrupt that process, sustaining the inflammation that feeds into heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Poor sleep also disrupts hormones dramatically. Growth hormone, key for tissue repair, muscle maintenance, and metabolism, is released primarily during deep sleep. When deep sleep is reduced, so is growth hormone. Cortisol rises, suppressing immune function, promoting abdominal fat storage, and accelerating the muscle loss we covered last time. Research has also found that chronically poor sleepers have higher rates of cardiovascular disease, worse blood sugar regulation, and significantly higher rates of depression and anxiety. Poor sleep doesn't just reflect poor health, it actively drives it, and the effects are cumulative. This isn't something you recover from with a good night here and there. The brain changes build over years, which means the time to address sleep is now. Now let's talk about what actually helps. Number one, consistent sleep timing. The single most powerful thing you can do is go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, including weekends. This anchors your circadian rhythm and maximizes time in deep sleep. Most adults over 50 underestimate how much irregular sleep schedules are costing them. Pick a wake time. Stick to it. Number two, optimize your bedroom temperature. The body needs to drop its core temperature to initiate and maintain deep sleep. A bedroom above 68 degrees Fahrenheit actively suppresses deep sleep stages. Research points to 65 to 67 degrees as optimal. This single change produces measurable improvements in deep sleep for many people within the first week. Darkness matters too. Even small amounts of light from a phone charger or standby screen can suppress melatonin and reduce sleep depth. A completely dark room meaningfully improves sleep architecture. Number three, manage light exposure. Morning sunlight within 30 to 60 minutes of waking anchors your circadian rhythm and promotes stronger melatonin release in the evening. Evening screens have the opposite effect, suppressing melatonin and delaying sleep onset. Reducing screen exposure in the 60 minutes before bed or using blue light blocking glasses allows melatonin to rise naturally. Number four, address what's fragmenting your sleep. Many adults over 50 sleep poorly, not because of habits, but because of underlying conditions. Sleep apnea is the most significant and most underdiagnosed. Symptoms include loud snoring, waking with headaches, and excessive daytime sleepiness. If these sound familiar, a sleep study may be the single highest impact step you can take for your long-term brain health. Number five, exercise regularly and time it right. Regular physical activity, particularly resistance training and moderate aerobic exercise, is one of the most well-supported interventions for improving sleep quality in older adults. It increases deep sleep, reduces time to fall asleep, and decreases nighttime awakenings. Exercise completed 3 to 4 hours before bedtime supports sleep. Even a 20 to 30-minute walk earlier in the day produces measurable benefits. Sleep is not a passive state. It is the most active and arguably the most important thing your brain does in a 24-hour period. It is when memories consolidate, emotions process, the immune system resets, hormones restore, and the brain clears the proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. After 50, protecting that window becomes one of the most consequential health decisions you can make. The adults who maintain sharp cognition, stable mood, and physical resilience into their 60s, 70s, and beyond are not simply lucky. And research consistently shows they sleep well. They prioritize it. They protect it. You now know why and exactly what to do about it. If this was useful, hit the like button. It helps more people over 50 find content like this. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And leave a comment below. What's the biggest thing disrupting your sleep right now? We read every one. We'll see you in the next one.